trying to watch this television. Somebody, well, why don't you answer the phone? I can't even watch television right now. You folks won't even answer the telephone. That's all right. I get it myself. Hello. Who? Long distance. Yeah. What? Yeah, this is me. Who is this? Am I a Christian? I don't know. Who called? You said heaven? Well, hello there, Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm a Christian. Yes, sir. I've been a Christian a long time. Yes, sir. Sure is. Sir, say you hadn't heard from me in a long time. Thought you better go ahead and give me a call. Well, Lord, I tell you, it just last night, you know, I was sitting here watching old Kojak on TV, you know, Kojak. And I said to my wife, I said, honey, I said, you know, soon as old Kojak go off TV, we ought to get on our knees and talk to the Lord. Sure did. That's what I said. I wish we had went on and done it now. Sure do. But I tell you, Lord, I'm going to do better. I sure am. And sir, yes, sir. And I'm going to say my prayers tonight, whether I need to or not. I sure am. Sir, yes, sir. I go to church every Sunday. I'm a faithful church member. Yes, sir. Did I go last Sunday? Yes, sir. I went last Sunday. I went for morning preaching. Had a wonderful service. Said, what did the preacher preach on? Oh, you know, he preached on the Bible. Sir? I misunderstood what you said. You meant what his subject was. Oh, he talked about John. No, it wasn't John. See, he talked about Matthews. No, he talked about the prodigal son. That was a couple months ago. Yes, sir. Let me see. I remember that. Sunday night. No, Lord, I sure didn't. I didn't make it Sunday night. Sir? Yes, sir. I watched Sunday night as a movie. Sure did. Well, Lord, you know, I was going, you know, and I was sitting around the house, you know, thinking to myself, and I said that it's been a long time, you know, it was hard, you know, been working a long time and all that, and sir, said it's been that way a long time. Yes, sir, Lord, I know, but, you know, I've been working a long time, been working so hard, you know, and you have to go to church all day on Sunday, you know, Sunday morning, then Sunday night, and then you got to get up early on Sunday morning, on Monday morning, you know, and try to get out there and hit it. And I need more rest, you know what I mean? And I just didn't make it. So, last Sunday, yes, sir, last Sunday, last Sunday was really a beautiful day. The weather was, no, Lord, I sure didn't go to church last Sunday. I sure didn't. But I went, sir, oh, you know where I went? Oh, you know I went fishing? Yes, sir. And I caught 2 bass, a couple crappies. What time did I get home? You mean from fishing? Oh, it was about 12:30. Yes, sir. It probably was later than it would have been if I had went to church. Yes, sir, Lord, I understand. But you know, fishing is a little bit different. Oh, it ain't. Well, I couldn't have went in the house, Lord. I tell you, you know, I couldn't have went because I couldn't have went to church, you know, because you know my wife, she been sick, and somebody would have had to stay at home with her, sir. Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I'm glad you asked me about that. I sure am. I'm glad you asked me about that. You mean Stuart talking about giving money in church? You know, like paying your tithes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sure glad you asked me because I give money in church every Sunday. I pay my tithe, yes, sir, every Sunday that I go. Yes, sir, sure do. And you know, our church is growing. We're growing over there by leaps and bounds. And we just growing like crazy. Oh, you know that? Oh, I see. Yes, sir. But I'm going with the church. Sure am. Yes, sir. You know, and just last year, I gave $58 to the church. Sure did. $58. Sir, what? You don't think I understand what you mean by stewardship? 10% of everything that I own belong to you. Yeah, I know that, Lord, but yeah, Lord, I know, but see, you caught me at a bad time. You know, you caught him at a bad time. Things have been kind of hard down here, you know, and we're in a recession down here. And the gas prices are going up, and they're talking about laying off folks on the job, and things are just bad. It then almost turned to depression with me. And Lord, I just can't get no more. 10%. Well, Lord, you know, I gave that $58 last year, and that's a little bit more than $1 a week. Sir, how much did I make? Lord, you still talking about money? Well, I made, let's see, I made a little over $15,000. That don't tally out too good, do it? Yes, sir, Lord, I see that. That show don't look too good. But I tell you, Lord, yes, sir, I understand that, Lord. But I tell you, you know, just like I said before, you know, things been kind of tough. And I just bought myself a new Cadillac, you know. And you know how my wife feels. Every time she sees something she wanted, and got to get something for the kids, you know, for graduation and all that, and fix it up around the house. And I got so many bills, I just don't know when I'm going to see light day again. But if I do, I'm going to start paying my tithes. I sure am. Sir, 10%. Yes, sir, but Lord, like I said, you know, I have to pay off that Cadillac and all that other stuff I bought. And Lord, if you don't pay for them Cadillacs, them folks come get your stuff. And then I won't have them. Sir, you don't think if I don't start paying my tithe, I won't need no Cadillac down there? Yes, sir, that's perfectly clear. Yes, sir, that's clear. Yes, sir. Yeah, I sure do, Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm so glad you asked me about that. You know, yes, sir, I take an active part in everything that go on in church. Yes, sir, everything that goes on in church, I'm right in the middle of it. Yes, sir. And every time somebody come and tell me something going on in church that shouldn't be, I'm the first one that jump on that preacher and tell him just what I think about it. Yes, I am. I show him. I take a part. Sir, oh, that ain't the way it's supposed to be done. Yeah, I know, Lord, but that's the way they do it down here. Oh, you ain't talking to them. You just talking to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Lord. I'm going to do better. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Now, I'll tell you how I feel about that. You know, I figure that going to Sunday school is for children. You know, that's for kids. And I just don't see no need for us grown folks going to Sunday school. So I don't go. I just stay at home and watch, you know, the television shows come on in the morning, you know, on Sunday morning. And then I watch the singers. You know, we got some good gospel singers down here. And I watch them. And as soon as they go off, I ease on over to Sunday preaching. Sure do. Sir? Yeah, yes, sir, Lord. I'm going to do better. What kind of influence am I around my children? Am I a good Christian around my children? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir, I don't believe in that. No, sir, not a word. Don't nothing like that go on around my house. I think it's wrong in front of the children. No, sir. Sir, what did I say when I caught my thumb in the car door? Oh, you heard about that? Oh, well, Lord, you see, I was just standing there, and all of a sudden, that car door came up on my finger from out of nowhere. And it hurt so bad, and I said, well, yes, sir, never mind what I said, Lord, but, sir, I'm supposed to give you the praises. Yes, sir, I know we're supposed to give you the praises. And it was just last week that I picked up my Bible, and I was reading where it said we're supposed to give you the praises. But, Lord, I tell you, it's kind of hard to get a praise when one of them car doors catch your finger like that. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir, I don't believe in that. No, sir, we don't gossip. Not at all. I don't like that around here. No, sir. I think it's awful, folks going through the neighborhood spreading gossip. Oh, you heard about that? Well, Well, Lord, you see, I was sitting here one day minding my own business, and somebody called me on the telephone and told me that, and I thought it was true. Yes, sir. Well, Lord, anything I say about my neighbors, you know, anything I say about them, even if they ain't no good, I don't do no talking about them. But I thought that was the truth, and did I tell anybody about it? Well, I might have told, yes, sir. I told a friend of mine about it. You know what, my old hangout buddy. You know, we were talking on the phone, and I told him about it. But I didn't know he was going to put it all over the neighborhood. You think I ought to keep my big mouth shut? Yes, sir, I'm going to do that. Sure will, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. You mean my preacher? Oh, sir, that preacher we got, he is a wonderful preacher. That cat is really a good preacher. He's a wonderful man. Yes, sir, he's a wonderful preacher, too. If he's so wonderful, why ain't doing more of what he said? Well, I thought I was pretty well doing just about what he said. If he's so... Yes, sir, Lord, but maybe you ought to call him instead of me. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, Lord, it was just a thought, you know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Yes, sir. I'm gonna start doing what he said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I realize that. Yes, sir. I realize that you so loved the world that you gave your only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him shall be saved. Yes, sir. And that we should be honored to all that you ask, sir. So all you ask from us is the one day a week. You give us 6 and you only asked us for one day a week. Yes, sir, Lord, I'm going to start giving you that one day a week. I show him, Lord. Show him. Sir, that you sent your Son, that he died on the cross for us. Yes, sir, Lord. And I want you to know that I appreciate that. I sure do. And I want you to know that this phone call has meant a lot to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Say you got to go now. Well, Lord, I really appreciate this call, and I'm going to start doing better. I think I need it. Sir, you think so too? Yes, sir, Lord. I'm going to rededicate my life right now. I sure am. I'm going to quit talking about my neighbors, even if they ain't no good. I'm going to start paying my tithes, my 10%, and I'm going to church every Sunday morning, for morning worship and preaching. Yes, sir. We have a church, and I'm going to be right there. I'm going to take an active part, the right kind. I ain't going to talk to nobody about what's going on in church. I'm going to be in church every Sunday to find out what's going on for myself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, and I'm going to pray for others like they've been praying for me. Yes, sir, I'm going to pray for the sick and shut in and all the people that are in the penal institution. Yes, sir, I'm sure going to do that. Lord, you can depend on me. Yes, sir, you sure can depend on me. Yes, sir. Say, I can call you anytime. Your line ain't never busy. Even if it's midnight, I can call you. And you always there. Yes, sir. I'm really glad to know that, sir. I'm glad to know that I can call you anytime, and your line ain't never too busy, and that you accept calls from everybody. I'm sure it's glad to know that. And you even accept collect calls. Yes, sir, Lord. I'm glad to know that your line ain't never too busy. Yes, sir. And Lord, I want you to know that you can depend on me. Yes, sir. I'm going to start doing it right now. This has really meant a lot to me. Yes, sir, Lord. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, sir. And thank you, sir. Goodbye now. Man. Ooh-wee. Hello, operator. Look here. Yeah, you the one. Look, I just had a long-distance phone call on this line, you know, and I want you to check your records and see whether it collect. Yeah, okay, I'll hold on. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Said it wasn't a collect call. Oh, man. Thank you very much, honey. Yeah. Yeah, you have a nice day. Yeah, thank you very much. Ooh. Well, I know he was a tough man, but I didn't know he was that tough. Said what? Who's on the telephone? Oh, never mind. You wouldn't believe me if I told you who it was anyhow. I'm not even sure you know the fella. So what then? But I tell you what, the next time that telephone rang, you answered. Because you needed that a whole lot more than I did. It said, was it the wrong number? No, it wasn't the wrong number. The man had my number. Yes, sir, he had my number. And matter of fact, I think he probably got a lot of people's number